Welcome to Movie Recap, a channel dedicated to those addicted to movies. Our focus is to showcase the best recap of your favorite flick. Sit back, grab your popcorn and get ready to be amazed by Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Shang Chi, a martial artist, lives a quiet life after he leaves his father and the shadowy Ten Rings organization behind. Years later, he is forced to confront his past when the Ten Rings attack him. Spoilers ahead. The Ten Rings are a legendary set of weapons that can grant its possessor godlike abilities, and the movie begins with their legend. A man by the name of Wenwu held the rings for millennia and harnessed their abilities for evil. He is seen using the power of the rings to eliminate an entire army by himself. Later, Wenwu founded his own group, the Ten Rings, which changed the course of history by seizing control of many kingdoms and regimes. In 1996, Wenwu, not yet fully satisfied with his power, seeks out the village of Ta Lo to find a mythical dragon and acquire its powers. When he makes it to the village's entrance, he encounters a woman named Ingli, who guards the entrance to Ta Lo. She and Wenwu engage in a fight, where she displays her own impressive combat skills, but the two immediately begin to fall in love. The two have children, including a son. Shang Chi gives her son an emerald pendant. Shang Chi currently resides in San Francisco and goes by the name Sean. He gets an enigmatic postcard in the mail that features a dragon. Together with his close friend Katie Chen, he works as a valet. Although John and Sue, their buddies, make them feel as though they are wasting their lives and potential, the two are happy with their lives. Shang Chi and Katie continue to spend out alone and indulge in intoxicating karaoke sessions. The man demands Shang Chi give him the pendant he still wears around his neck as Shang Chi and Katie are about to board a bus the following day. When a group of additional goons led by the intimidating Razor Fist begins to attack, Shang Chi's prior combat expertise kicks in, enabling him to defeat the attackers. Sadly, Razor Fist uses his, razor to cut the bus's brakes off and murder the driver, forcing Katie to take control of the vehicle while Shang Chi keeps fighting. Although they manage to capture the bad guys, they have already taken the pendant. Shang Chi is questioned by Katie about his true identity. She learns he has a sister named Xiaoling, who he was split from after leaving his father. Shang Chi exhibits to Katie the postcard he received, which he thinks was sent by Xiaoling. In order to locate her, they take a plane to Macau. There, Shang Chi describes the training he underwent while serving the Ten Rings. However, after realizing that his father wanted him to become a killer, he decided to reject his father's guidance and flee to America. Shang Chi and Katie discover John John's underground combat club in Macau. They see Wong engaging Emil Blonsky, the Abomination, in combat. By building a portal that allows Abomination to punch himself in the face and fall unconscious, Wong defeats his opponent. Then Shang Chi volunteers to go next and battle Xiaoling, until he informs her that their father is coming for them and the other pendant, which is in her hands. She struggles with her brother. Shang Chi's abandonment of Xiaoling following the passing of their mother has caused her resentment. Xiaoling claims that she did not send the postcard to Shang Chi when he displayed it. As soon as Xiaoling abandons Shang Chi and Katie, Death Dealer and his fellow Ten Rings assassins start attacking the location. Outside the building, Shang Chi engages the assassins and dispatches the majority of them, but Wenwu soon shows up and abducts Shang Chi, Katie, and Xiaoling. As soon as everyone gets to the Ten Rings property, Wenwu serves his kids and Katie dinner. He wants Shang Chi to take over as the Ten Rings leader in his place, but Shang Chi has little interest in carrying on his father's tradition. Wenwu also discusses the American imposter who used a bogus Mandarin name to represent him and his company. He talks about Li and how meeting her altered everything for him, as well as how lost he felt after she passed away. He discovers a gate in the Ta Lo Mountains where, according to him, Li is imprisoned and needs to be set free because he claims to be able to hear her voice reaching out to him. He was desperate to bring her back. Wenwu uses the pendants that belonged to Shang Chi and Xiaoling to activate a water map that would allow him to enter Ta Lo by placing the pendants in the eyes of a statue of a dragon. When Shang Chi openly disagrees with Wenwu's plan to invade Ta Lo and destroy it, his father lays him on the ground before imprisoning him, Katie, and Xiaoling. This is done after Wenwu has explained his intention to do so. The group encounters Trevor Slattery, a previous impersonator of a Mandarin who has since been apprehended for his impersonation. Trevor Slattery's lone companion is Morris, a fuzzy, faceless creature. The group, with their assistance, discovers a way out that leads to the garage, where they take Razor Fist's car to drive to Ta Lo. The gang drives through a forest that tries to eat them, but they are able to get to Ta Lo without incident. The area is home to Morris, who is referred to as a Hundun, as well as other legendary animals like Shirshir lions. The group is greeted by their commander, Ying Nan, who was Li's sister and hence Shang-Chi and Xiaoling's aunt, when they are confronted by the locals. They protect the Dark Gate, where the Dweller in Darkness resides, Nan explains. It is a soul-sucking demon whose army has killed many in the past. The warriors of Ta Lo battled back alongside the Dragon Guardian, the Great Protector, and they assisted in capturing the Dweller inside the gates before they could escape into the outside world. Wenwu is being tricked by the Dweller into thinking that he can hear Li crying out to him. While Katie receives archery instruction, Nan takes Shang-Chi and Xiaoling to see the suits that their mother made for them. As the only person who has ever been able to defeat Wenwu, Nan takes Shang-Chi to a place to assist him in polishing his fighting techniques and training the way his mother learned to fight. The Iron Gang, former enemies of the Ten Rings, assaulted the facility, and while Li fought them off, she was killed by them as Wenwu continued reviewing his study on Ta Lo. Wenwu took the young Shang-Chi along with him and had him watch as he used the Ten Rings to kill the Iron Gang in his rage, and Shang-Chi saw his father's violence for the first time. Later, Shang-Chi confides in Katie his concern that he is not different from his father in his decision to kill Wenwu in order to prevent him from harming others. The heroes and townspeople assemble for combat as Wenwu leads the Ten Rings into Ta Lo soon after. Shang-Chi confronts Wenwu with a bow staff as the struggle continues. Wenwu punches his son into the water during their altercation. He then goes and opens the Dark Gate, letting loose a number of soul-sucking demons, one of which kills Death Dealer and convinces Razor Fist to join Xiaoling and Nan. More souls are consumed by the demons as fuel to free the Dweller. Shang-Chi meets the Great Protector while submerged, who aids him in rising to the surface so he can finish off Wenwu. In order to distinguish himself from Wenwu, Shang-Chi manages to seize possession of the rings but decides against killing him. Unfortunately, the Dweller escapes from its confinement. Just before the Dweller takes Wenwu's soul, he gives his son control of the rings. After capturing Shang-Chi and Xiaoling, the monster continues to rampage across the community. Shang-Chi refuses to let go of her when she begs him to do so that they won't both perish. The Dweller's throat is struck by an arrow from Katie. While the Great Protector receives some blows, Shang-Chi fires blasts at the Dweller using the rings. After throwing the rings into the Dweller's chest, Shang-Chi unleashes one more, extremely potent attack to completely destroy the monster. Shang-Chi and the other survivors pay tribute to their fallen soldiers, particularly Wenwu. They set off lighted lanterns across the waters. John and Sue believe Shang-Chi and Katie are making fun of them when they recount their entire journey to them when they get home. Wong then invites Shang-Chi and Katie to join him on another assignment by opening a portal into the bar in front of everyone. The two enter the portal without waiting. In the middle of the credits, Shang-Chi and Katie encounter Bruce Banner, Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, and Wong as they talk about how Shang-Chi's use of the Ten Rings turned on a beacon. Shang-Chi and Katie take Wong to the karaoke club where they get wasted and sing Hotel California before they can proceed to decipher what it means. Post-credits scene, it now looks like Xiaoling has taken over as the new leader of the Ten Rings, and Razor Fist is now a subordinate. The remaining members of the organization are seen continuing their training while she develops new plans for their future. We really hope you enjoyed today's recap of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Please leave a comment below on what you loved about the movie and why. Be sure to like the video and please don't forget to support our channel by subscribing so you don't miss any amazing content. Until next time, lights, camera, action. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.